Hey folks, I'm not going to bore you too much with the details. All I'm going to say is this trick originates with a magician by the name of Harry Lorraine. If you haven't heard of him, check him out. He does some really, really good magic. Now, before I bore you any more with the details, let's get into Perfect Strangers. This card trick is unusual because it only uses 2 cards. They're 2 very specific cards because they look very different to one another. The one is an ace of spades and the other one is a queen of hearts. Now, you can choose either one of these cards. Say you chose the ace, I'd mess with your head and I'd change the ace so that it's a red card and the queen stays the same. If you choose the queen, I'd mess with your head again and change the queen so it becomes a red card and the ace stays the same. If I need a big finish, like a professional magician, I'll push these 2 cards together and print them both so that they're both Queen of Hearts. And that is quite an unusual card trick.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
For this trick, we need what magicians call a stranger card, which is basically a card from another deck with a different color back. I like to use the ace as the stranger card and then get a contrasting card like a picture card and put it in between. This is the setup. The stranger card goes on the bottom and these 3 cards go this way on top of the pack. Easy as that. Now let's get into the moves. You hold a break underneath the 3 cards you've set up, and this is the beginning of the trick. You hold a break. Now remember, you pull the pack down when you hold a break. You don't hold a break by pushing the cards up. It just makes them bend and look all strange. So pull the pack down. That's a little top tip. Next thing you're going to do, after pulling the pack down and making the top look nice and flat, is this. Okay, so now we have the break, we know how to do it properly and everything, and we hold the break under the top 3 cards. You grab the entire 3 cards and pull off the top card like that. Now, the card at the bottom is obviously a double, but they can't see it when you show it to them in that position as you turn it over. The next thing we want to do is drop this card now face up on the table. We don't want them to see the back because we don't want them to see the red back yet. So we drop it face up onto the table. Now you can do a double lift, get ready any way you want. You can do a pinky count, a hue guard count, but what I prefer is to do a strike turnover. If you don't know how to do a strike double, you must learn it and then put it face down. Now you know, because you've done a turnover, that card will now be the ace. You can do a Charlier cut to bury your evidence, but you don't generally have to do that. Now you know that that's an ace, but they think it's the queen. Now you tell them they can choose between the queen and the ace. And depending on their decision, you will change that card. This is how you would do that, if they choose either the queen or the ace. Now, what happens if the spectator chooses the queen? Well, you know that the queen is supposed to be on top. So what you do to make the queen appear to transform is you put the packet of cards very deep in your hand, almost by the thumb crutch, and you turn your hand over as you turn the cards over and pull it out this way, and it looks as if the queen has changed into a red card. Then you show them the blue backed card and say the queen has changed. Now you obviously don't want to show them the face of the card at this stage. You just call it a queen and show them the back of the blue card and say the queen has changed. Simple as that. They will believe what they see. Now in this instance, you would simply repeat the move again by turning the cards over to make it appear as if you've changed the ace. Now this time you turn the back over and you say, now the ace has changed and the queen has stayed the same. That way you finish the routine in that manner. Now on the instance that they choose the ace, you don't turn the cards over. Okay, if they make the aces a selection, you put the cards a lot further down your hand, almost by your fingertips, and you make sure that the cards actually stay oriented the same way when you do the move. So instead of turning the cards over, you just turn your hand over, do a magical gesture, and now it would appear as if you've changed the ace. It's as simple as that. Then you basically reverse it again by going deep into the hand and turning them over this time to appear as if you've changed the queen, and that way you've got both bases covered. Now you can do the ending any way you want. You can push them together like I do, or do any form of magical trickery you can. Basically, it's up to you how you reveal the last card has changed. But thanks guys for that. Please like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you next week.